Hey now. Oh. Ba 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 ba. Wow, right as we start, Breath of Fire 2's Windia theme, which kind of becomes almost like the main theme of the game in a way. Really cool that came up right as I started. Alright, so we're live. We're going to play some Breath of Fire. Let me go ahead and get the word out there. It's almost disappointing how short that song is. You keep wanting to lead into something. It's like the Final Fantasy prelude from the games before 4 came out. Bum 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 bum. Why the hell would "thank Trump" be trending? I'm sure it's sarcastic the way that Twitter works. Yeah, very sarcastic. Oof. Oh god, this is the dream world, yeah. Yggdrasil's dream, I think. I'm actually just looking at Breath of Fire 1, because we're going to beat it today. I just want to see what level I'm at. It's a pretty easy game, but it's always curious to see what level I'm beating it at. That can't be right. That can't be right. Where the hell am I? Windia. Hold on. Did I screw this up royally just now? No. Wow. Am I really only level 27? Huh. I mean, Deesa's level 40. I remember her capping out. Well, she doesn't cap out, but that's where she learns her last skill. I'm looking at it like, God, the first time I beat it, I was level 39. I know that was over-leveled, but damn. But Breath of Fire is such an easy game. The original one, anyway. Okay, I was just afraid that I had accidentally loaded the wrong save or something, but I looked in Ryu's dragon skills and I saw Infinity or Agni there. Yeah. They called the Kaiser Dragon Rudra for some reason, although I like the name Rudra. And they call the battle music Infinity Dragon Agni, and I'm not even sure if that's even anything. Like, what is Agni? Let me Google Agni, see what comes up. Oh, it's Sanskrit word meaning fire, and connotates the fire god of Hinduism. It's not a fire dragon. Why would they call it that? Ted Woolsey, you big bitch. Ba 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 ba. And people are wiling out on Twitter, though. I'll tell you what, they are wiling the fuck out. Bring. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Out of Time is trending. What is that? Oh, wow. I thought it might be some political thing, but like literally in my head I'm thinking of the REM album, and it literally is about the REM album. I guess it's the 30-year anniversary of the album Out of Time, which was not their most amazing record, but kind of their breakout. You just cut Shiny Happy People off from that, it's suddenly good. Alright. What the hell is this song? I don't even know what this is. Gimme a Chance? That's the name of the track. I just looked at it. Where in Breath of Fire 2 does this play? I don't even know. Taupe. Taupe, 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 taupe. I don't think I've ever heard that song in Breath of Fire 2. Doesn't sound like something real. That's fake news. I see. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Now, see, this one I know. This is the sad theme. The name of it is even, Don't Even Think of Dying. Alright. Let me just organize a few things before I start. Delete that. Delete that. Those are Final Fantasy V videos, and that's 7th Saga. Alright, oh, cool. That's as organized as it's gonna get. I'm gonna play the intro. We're gonna get this show started. I see where we could sit. I see where we could eat or possibly shit. I see where we could look at a lemon. I see the carpet. I don't see a fucking bed. What kind of fucked up house is this? I ain't even lying. I could watch this all day. You suck. Dude, your hat is awesome, but what is with the rest of that outfit? You look like Uncle Sam, like, fucked a tomato. What is wrong with you? Oh, yeah, baby. My pants are so tight. That's how you do it. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. What the hell? Oh my god, the guy spawned underneath me and lifted my ass up. Lifted me like Jennifer Grey in fucking Dirty Dancing. Sweaty parts were forced on you. My drill is cursed. Eek! Wait a minute, I don't want this guy forcing nothing on me. Oh, I'm so naughty. Stick your sword in my ass, Soma Cruz. I'm a bad... Welcome into the stream. Oh, I didn't play the music. There we go. Alright, here we are. Okay, we got this going. We got this going. We're gonna make this happen. Alright, Breath of Fire. Let's do this. Where's the actual video game? There it is. Covering the chat. Move it over. Okay. I panicked earlier because I like looked at my levels and I'm like, wait a minute. How am I only level 27? I mean, yeah, Deece is level 40, but I'm looking at this like, wait a minute. That doesn't seem right, but I guess it was. When you know where to go in this game, you kind of go through it quickly, and it's not difficult enough to require you to grind. So we just got to go to Skande, right? Let's do that. Put Nina in front. I believe I could fly. All right. Hey, it's all me. What's going on? Coming in for the end. All right. Here we go. All right. Oh, wrong button. One of these days I'll remember these buttons that I set to do things that I wanted them to do. Hey, what's up, dude? Get out of my way. Alright, so we have the Dragon Heart. We have the Kaiser and Infinity Dragons. We're ready to rock this bitch. It's Ted Woosley-ass translation. How's it going, Hitomi? I'm like, you showed me that screenshot where fake names like, I'm investing $8,700 in Chudtronics Incorporated or whatever. It didn't say what he was investing, but I'm like, yeah. I bet if you called him out, he would say that that screenshot was fake. and offer up some ridiculous reason as to why he faked it. Alright, I believe I got a bunch of treasures here already. I think we could bypass a lot of this. You tempted? Why not? Just be like, hey, what the hell? Hungry? I'm really sorry to hear that. I wish I could help you right now. It's just... like, the money that I was sending you, like, kind of has to go to my medicine lately. It's this one, right? Yeah. This might be incorrect. Let me see. I think the things reset themselves. Oh, shit. I couldn't see if the gate was there. We got an entity. An entity. Glad to hear that, though. I do worry about you. That was that entity. Oh, no, we're good. Okay. So they didn't all reset. Oh! Another entity. Titty. Titties! Ba 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 ba. I'm still blown by his shockingly poor take on the whole South Park thing. Like, he can't have actually watched it, right? After reading the synopsis on the South Park wiki, he can't have actually watched it. What do we got? Another N titty. Oh, you watched it? Okay. So you know how far off he was. He's right about one thing, like all the social distancing, mask wearing, all the precautions. He said it's pointless, and it is pointless because there's so many people that don't follow it. It's only got a point if everybody follows it, right? I know. Wow, we're reading a lot of N titties today. The N stands for nice. Why am I making myself laugh so hard? Oh, I got a headache and I'm making myself laugh. Nice titties. Alright. From now on, that enemy's called Nice Titties. And watch me not run into any more. Now that I said that, Cure. I'm gonna steamroll the rest of this game, so... even at this low-ass level I'm at. That's how it'd be, right? I'll come up with a funny joke. Every time I see that guy, I'm gonna call it Nice Titties. I'm not gonna run into any more. Alright. I didn't even really need that. I love how, like, there's scenes like this where you, yep, Say told you. You see them in cutscenes, and then you see, like, wow, that actually is part of it. We got a claw. Like, this hallway that I'm walking down is where Judas talked to the four divas, which, I wonder if any of them were, let's see, I'm trying to think of the Japanese names, because in the American name, it's Moat, Searle, Goda, and, Moat, Searle, Goda, and Court. I forget what Court's name was in Japan. It might have been Court, I don't know. I know Moat is Sigmund, and Searle is Carla. I don't know about Goda. He's probably Stone Man from Mega Man 5. That's his name. Whoa, regular-ass bad dergs. Alright, Bowman X and Lancer X. These guys are absolutely no threat to me whatsoever. Absolutely no threat whatsoever. This is it, we're gonna fight Zog. I'm not gonna use the Dragon Heart. I'm surprised to see you here. You make the Dragon family proud. It's good to have power, don't you think so, Ryu? The world should be united, and one man should control it all. The world is mine. No one stands in my way. There's this guy that you're led to believe is the last boss, but he totally isn't. Alright. We're gonna just pop Infinity Dragon on him. Doesn't matter what anybody else does. He's so easy that I don't even need to do this, but this is going to make it trivial. And auto battle. So how you guys doing? Where's my water at? A lot of bright flashing in a game that I'm playing when I have a migraine. I love that the Infinity Dragon is this overpowered because it's supposed to be, like, story-wise, the Infinity power is supposed to be, you know, world-breaking. Which is why Breath of Fire 3's plot is what it is. Because, you know, Miria is the villain, but of this game and Breath of Fire 3. As Breath of Fire 3, I know it's hundreds of years later, but it's very much a direct sequel to this game in a way. And I think that, like... Here we go. Zog grinned fearlessly. I don't even think this guy was called Zog. I think he was like Zogoru or something. But anyway, if you think about it from Miria's perspective, I know she's like a god of war and she's not nice, but if you think about it, she's the most powerful being. She's God, right? And then the dragons beat her, and then she's thinking like, wait a minute, they sealed me away once, and then they beat me after I was unsealed, and they're more powerful than me. Even one dragon has the potential to defeat God. So therefore, a whole clan of dragons is a massive threat to the planet. And it makes sense. Especially when you consider that there are bad dragons like Zog. Zorgon. Okay, that actually sounds way cooler than Zog. But you know what? I think there was no way that Zorgon was going to fit because they imposed a 4-character limit. And you know how much space the English phonetics take compared to Japanese phonetics, which are... like, you could put a lot of phonetics in 4 characters with Japanese, but not so much with English. Now we win. Nina reaches level 30. And Ted Woolsey changed almost all the names for, like, really no reason at all. And then with Breath of Fire 2, Capcom did it themselves, but they did such a poor job, and they couldn't decide whether they were trying to translate it or their own way. And they kept a few things to match Woolsey's names, but then they didn't even spell them the same. Oh, sorry about that. Like, for example, like, Deese's name is Blue in Breath of Fire 2 for no reason other than it was blue in the first game. But then, like, Windia, they changed it in this game to Winlan. But in the second game, it's Windia, but it's spelled wrong. So, well, she learned to spell, a spell you will never need to use. I underestimated you. You've beaten me, but not my dream. Go, warrior, and rebuild the world for a new generation of dragons. And he goes, boom! This seems like a good place to stand. The structural integrity of this place is not to be... Oh! Shit! G.I. Joe. When I was a kid, I literally thought this was the ending. I thought it was over. I didn't know there was more left. Wake up, Ryu. Especially you finally meet Sarah, right? Yeah, they did a good... I love when RPGs do fake endings. Except Ni no Kuni, because the real ending was shit. Ryu, I'm so glad. I've heard about you, Sarah. You left to fight the Dark Dragons alone. Okay, here's the question. Why in the manga did Ryu ever get Nina confused with his sister? Such a silly beginning part to that. You can put your mind at rest now that Zog is gone. Thank you all for helping, Ryu. I knew you would grow into a great warrior and destroy Zog. I've been looking forward to the day when we can celebrate together. Control yourself, Builder. I can't help it. I'm deeply touched. I'm so happy for you, Ryu. The world has been saved, just like the legend told us. You know what always bugged me? She takes the last goddess key out of that, and you never find out what it's called or what it does. You never find out what that key is. There's still one problem. We must destroy the goddess keys. Ryu, give me the remaining keys. Ryu handed the goddess keys over to Sarah. Ha! That was so easy. What? Oh, you know, I don't know if you're aware of this change, Nina. Nina. I don't know if you're aware of this change, Hitomi, but They actually made it where Sarah is under Judas's control in this, like where she's brainwashed, instead of that she was in love with him. They actually cut out the whole romance subplot. Here they are, Judas. You've done well, Sarah. Thanks to all of you for getting rid of Zog and finding the keys. Are you worried about your sister, are you? With my spell, I have total control over her. Yeah, doesn't that, like, completely change her character? Like, in him, too. We will leave for Agua to release Miria. You will slowly waste away in this dungeon. Ha! Ha! Show to Jim. Ha! 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 So you just gotta go down here. Why is Mogu in my party? That's no big deal. Are you trying to get out, too? Follow us. I know! So they basically just made Judas evil for no reason. And they changed it where Sarah is just mind-controlled. I think Ted misunderstood the concept of, like, Stockholm Syndrome. Let's do it right this time. Hurry or we'll be captured again. Let's do it right this time. Hey, Smiles. Who's Ted? Ted Woolsey, the guy who translated this game. He worked for Squaresoft. Hurry or we'll be captured again. Let's do it right this time. Alright, I gotta go around and talk to the other dude. We just beat Zog. And you get the fake ending, and then you realize, oh shit. Things have gone very differently than you expect. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Shh, don't disturb the Master Digger. He needs to concentrate. We're running away from the Dark Dragons. Who are you? You destroyed the Emperor? We don't have to run anymore? Cool. It's too noisy. I can't concentrate. Please be quiet while I'm digging. Oh, that's a difficult thing unless you learn it at a very young age, right? Yeah. I've heard Korean is very easy to learn the phonetics, but then you also have to learn the language. But Japanese is not easy. Ready! We don't have to run. I'll let everyone know. Of course, English isn't exactly the easiest language due to the fact that it breaks all of its own rules, mostly because of the influence of French in it. You defeated Zog. Now I can go home. Thank you. Yeah, that moon language, yeah. We excavated almost all of Obelisk. I'm a master digger. Since you defeated Zog, I don't have to be a part of their evil plans. After you defeated Zog, the guards deserted us. Now we can escape. This is the site of the excavation. We were digging up Obelisk. Alright. So, obviously, Sarah and Judas went off to Agua, so we're going to head there. Jade is planning to go to Agua with a beautiful woman. Wait, why is it? Hold on. I don't know, I've only ever seen the original Toy Story. Why is it... Why did it filter out the word Zog? Is that some, like, racial slur that I'm unaware of? Oh! Okay, from now on, let's call him Zorgu. Or, what did you say? Zorgon. We'll call him Zorgon, because that's his name in Japan. Apparently, Zog, or Z-O-G, on the internet, is a conspiracy theory about a certain religious group controlling everything. I did not know that. Alright. We'll refer to him as his Japanese name, Zorgon, from now on. I didn't know that. Just Google it, Smiles. Put Zog into Z-O-G into Google. It's the first thing that comes up. I was like, wait a minute, what? You've been disseminating. Well, not knowingly, at least. Wait, no. Nina. I'm like, wait, why am I putting Manilo in front? We're not doing this. Manilo's not useful. Alright. Alright, so we're going to head off towards where Romero is and fly to Agua. Ba ba. Ba ba. Unwitting. Yeah, even worse. It's okay, Smiles. I didn't know either. I've been doing it this whole time because I've been calling him Zog. Because that's like what his name is in the game. But it's so badly translated that it's not really his name. Alright. So, we've been here a few times. This is last time we'll come here. Reread the inscription on the tablet. Tablet. Hey, you told me you can read and speak Korean, right? I was just thinking about that. I think you mentioned that once. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Reading still a bit sloppy? Okay. That's so cool, though. You know 3 languages. I know 1. Alright, this way. I know, right? Like, why would... Like the auto... Because I have the auto mod set to literally only filter out something if it's racist. So I'm like, wait a minute. If it filtered out the fake last boss's name, it must mean something else that I'm not aware of. The more you know. Not that way. That's to get back. We gotta go this way. Hey, Russ. Oh, yeah. Well, programming languages are language... wait, hold on. I could have done this before, right? Wait. Life armor. I didn't do this before because it would have been too overpowered. And the icy dagger. You can actually get those as soon as you have Karn in the group, but I was like, you know what? I'm already overpowered enough. Why be even more overpowered? That's Karn's second best weapon. And what was the other thing? The life armor? I think that's more for Ryu. It is slightly better than the dragon armor. So, well, hold on, actually. Because only he can have the dragon armor. Can anybody else have the life armor? Is it really only for Ryu? Wow, okay. The life armor does heal you as you walk around. I don't know Klingon, though. I could... Kapla! That's what I know. Verfagen! Stop him before he succeeds, Ryu. I won't let you interfere. I'll destroy you myself. See, they tried to make her all brainwashed instead of love-struck. They definitely changed the characterization here. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, what's up? You're too late. She has been released. And Pagoda rises up. I already picked up the Trirang. You're supposed to go to Pagoda after it's destroyed and pick up the Trirang from the rubble. But, once again, due to this game not being programmed all that smartly, it's already in the spot that it would be. Which is why as soon as Nina can fly, you can grab the Trirang. I can now meet Miria. Alright. Let's see if I remember how to get through this. Domino. That's a helmet, I believe. Well, okay, so you missed it because I explained it earlier to Hitomi, who had only played this in Japanese, but in the original Japanese version of the game, when Sarah betrays you, it's because she's fallen in love with Judas. But in this... You know what? Just attack. In this version, the American version, they change it to where he has her under his spell. So, they changed the motivations of Sarah and Judas completely. I would say wait until you see how much they changed Breath of Fire 2, Hitomi, but I'm going to play a fan translation when I get to that. Alright, hold on. Builder's a zombie, so let's take care of that. Breath of Fire 2 was mangled. Like, we got some of the religious connotations, you know, the criticism of Christianity and everything, but for the most part, it was mangled. Breath of Fire 2 was a mess. It's still a fantastic game, but the translation was... That's why last night somebody said, hey, what's the worst SNES game in terms of translation? I said, absolutely Breath of Fire 2 had the worst translation. Oh, that's not where we need to be. Okay. Because it... Alright, this was the wrong way. It doesn't have the feel of the story. It's completely off. So I'm going to be playing a fan translation when I do it. The last time I played Breath of Fire 2, which was for YouTube, I played the Game Boy Advance version because I thought they might have retranslated it. Turns out they didn't. Builder's level 25. Are you talking about in this game, Smiles? Or Breath of Fire 2? Because Breath of Fire 2 is almost incomprehensible in English. You have to use your imagination and fill in the gaps. This game, I absolutely would have preferred it if they kept to the Japanese... Because I read the manga. And I was like, what? She's in love with Judas? Alright. Wow, some weak-ass enemies. I think silence wears off after the battle. Ghouls. It's been a while since I've had to deal with ghouls. Get him, Gary! By the way, if you take... Gary is sort of a... It's not even an accurate translation. I call him Gary because that's what they called him in Breath of Fire 3. He wasn't Bo, he was Gary. But, in Japan, his name is Gilliam. Which you can see how Gilliam would become Gary. And why Capcom changed it to Gary. But... if you take his Japanese name being Gilliam, and then the other named character that is a wolfman like him was the guy who married Amelia. His name was Terry. You have Terry Gilliam, and it's totally a reference. Like, they weren't being subtle about that. A lot of pop culture references hidden in this game, not just to Capcom stuff. I mean, there's a reason the Zombie Town... Yep, Terry Gilliam, exactly. Agile Armor. There's a reason that the Zombie Town's called Romero. I don't know if it was called Romero in Japanese, though, but I kind of think it probably was. What did I get? Agile Helmet? No, don't give it to him. If anything, give it to this guy. Yeah. Yeah. And as a fan of Mr. Romero's work, I appreciate their reference. By the way, speaking of George A. Romero's movies, if you watch Night of the Living Dead, like now, in the age of COVID-19, it hits completely differently. You can't litigate things like that. You know what I mean? You can't litigate things like that. That's like if you put some if your name's Terry Gilliam and you put Terry Gilliam's name in a video game split between two characters like that, that's not actionable. Because believe it or not, that's actually fair use. All right, Minella's level 29 because it's a satire. Hey, Moogle. You missed me killing Zog, but obviously that's not the end of the game. I'm in the pagoda right now. Left or right? Left or right? I think left. I'm unsure. Actually, I think I hit this and then double back. Yeah, he's Gilliam in Japan. But when the character has cameos in Breath of Fire 2 and 3, and I forget, I think he's still Bo in Breath of Fire 2, but in Breath of Fire 3 they named him Gary. No, Terry's a separate character. Terry's a separate character. I'm saying there's two characters in this game. One's Terry and the other's Gilliam, who they renamed Bo. I renamed him Gary in this because that's what he was in Breath of Fire 3. Terry's not in Breath of Fire 3. Koopo, Moogle, Koopo. You big bitch. Alright. I don't know. I don't always know everything about the Japanese versions, but when it comes to Breath of Fire, I. Oh, she actually wasn't playing Zelda 2? Or Friday the 13th? I guess I'm gonna go up this way. Cheetos, what? That's an ICU. This guy's technically a boss, but you run into him here. Randomly. And he's not flagged as a boss, obviously, but, you know. Alright, I need to heal. There we go. Jesus smiles. You know who Cheeseball is. Welcome country zombie jamboree around here. I never understood why the enemies in Pagoda are so wildly varied. Like, you get, like, strong enemies like the ICU, and then really weak enemies like Widows and Buzzers, or Ghouls. It's just so weird. Trap guard. Alright. I don't really need that. Let's hit that. Whoop. Oh, another ICU. I'll see you. Yeah. I haven't rated Cheese in a while, but I've rated her quite a bit in the past. The thing is that, like, I like Cheese. She's a cool person. I enjoy her as a streamer, and I like when she comes by here, which is occasionally. Her community tends to piss me off. So the last time I went to Cheese's stream, I was very angry with her community, and that's why I haven't rated her in a while. This isn't where I need to be now. Alright, so do that. Do I double back here? I'm trying to remember how to do this. No. I do have to double back at some point, but it's... I need to get in there. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Alright. Every time I learn something new, it pushes something old out of my brain. Like that time I took that home winemaking course and I forgot how to drive. That's because you were drunk. And how? Oh, God. Alright, so we go through here. I do have to hit this, though. Yeah, I gotta double back at the exact right moment. I think out of those three choices, I would pick Immature. Yeah, this dungeon's a little confusing, but... I don't mind that I went around in a circle, because I did get the one treasure chest that I wanted to get. But the easy... What you gotta do is you just gotta go here, hit this, and then you gotta back up a bit. Wow! More weak enemies. Nautilus and Buzzer. I don't even remember what it was the last time I raided Cheese, and I was just very upset by her community. Not by her at all, but by her community. I never really had a big issue with her. The only time that I had a big issue with her was a situation that was fabricated by a third party, and once we figured out, we were completely fine with each other. I'm in the pagoda, Jake. I just beat Zog a little while ago and went to pagoda. Oh, yeah, you know what? That you're right. The Fat Sonic hack, I didn't appreciate that. Like, what's next? Diagonal Mario? No, I didn't use... I used the Infinity Dragon. There's only one other dragon boss, and that's coming up real soon. I'll be using the Dragon Heart there. No, I'm saying that... There's a hack, Smiles. It's like a meme hack called Diagonal Mario. And I thought it was kind of cute, and I even considered streaming it at one point, just like for all the memes and everything. And then I looked at like a Let's Play of the whole thing, and I saw that there was some real chud shit later on in the game. I was like, oh, no. Because any and all representations of Pepe the Frog are completely banned on my stream, so... I know some people are trying to reclaim Pepe, but like even the guy who created Pepe is like, no, don't reclaim him. It's just let it go. Wait, why am I using Cura? Yeah, I hate that shit. I really do. Oh wait, I didn't actually grab this. Flame Dagger. I already have a better dagger, so we don't need that. Ah, here we are. Okay. It's all a bunch of 4chan bullshit. Another... Hey, I heard some nice titties. He's from a comic strip. And he was supposed to be this, like, chilled out kind of dude. You know, just this relaxed frog that, you know, just lives life and enjoys himself, right? And they turned him into a alt-right symbol. Because they're shitheads. Here we go. Alright, so this is where the game fucks with you, right? The power of the shield... I'm going to read this very carefully, okay? The power of the shield blocked Ryu and the rest of the party. They receive some damage. Now, what do you think some damage means? Tell me in the chat your interpretation of some damage. You'll never be able to penetrate the shield. 75%, 20%. All right, I'm going to show you. You're going to be shocked. You can only watch Judas march on to world domination. Okay, I'll remove the shield. No less than half, slightly hurt. 99%. The shield is gone. Hurry, you must go. Look at her glitchy-ass sprite, too, by the way. Ryu, Judas is using a spell to control my mind. No, he's not. Sometimes the spell breaks and I regain my senses. You should go. She's supposed to be conflicted between her brother and her lover, but they changed it. Okay, so if you try to walk up the stairs, she attacks you and you have to fight her. So this is what you do. You look at... Oh my god, every single character has 1 hit point. Yeah, because it was censored, Smiles. I'm uncensoring it. That's why some of my characters' names are different from the release. So you could very easily go into the battle with Sarah with 1 hit point, even on the characters in the back row. Okay, so she's out of magic. But that's fine. No, it's not 99%. Because if you think about it, 99% of 224 would be at least 2 hit points, right? 99% of 342 would be like at 3 hit points. As it did happen to me the first time. I didn't realize some damage meant you were nearly dead. This dropped everybody to 1 hit point. So, I don't need to be healed, though. She's not that hard if you don't just keep walking. Ryu, Jade is using a spell... Oh, yeah. I must say one last thing, Ryu. I know that you'll do whatever it takes to stop him. Yamoga's terrible. He actually, if you get him to a high level, he's really good. But there's no reason to get him to a high level. Alright, so this is where we're going to use the Dragon Heart. I don't need it to beat her, but we're going to do it, because when else are we going to use this thing? Where is the Dragon Heart? There it is. The problem with the Dragon Heart is it will drop Ryu to 1 hit point as well. It's like when you first hear the Dragon Heart song in Toonland, and it says Ryu is disturbed. That's not telling you that Ryu's dropped to 1 hit point. Alright, so Ryu will die there, but that's fine. Alright, so... Alright, so you defend. You're going to go ahead and use a life 2. If I have one? I'm sure I have one somewhere. 99.6%. Do I know? Am I out of them? I might be. Nope, I have 2 left. Everybody else defends. So the first time I did this, it was very difficult. Because I had already used the Dragon Heart on Zargon. And I had not realized that I was at 1 health. Alright, let's pop Infinity. No, she doesn't have Resurrection Magic. I used an item. She doesn't have any healing magic. Alright. This is not going to take very long because she doesn't have much health left. Told you. Dees reaches level 41. Moga reaches level 28. Brother, I'm finally free from Judas's control. Don't grieve over me. You did the right thing. Such a bizarre turn in the story, but... Exactly, yeah. Sarah, if free from Judas's control. Thank you, Ted. Thank you for this wonderful translation. I still think you did a good job on Super Mario RPG. I'm not even mad about it. I don't need to heal. Oh yeah, you could use the Kaiser, which is 400 damage, and then Dees can do 400 damage with Comet. But it's not as safe. Using the Infinity Dragon is like an I win thing. It's not the ultimate in an if conditional. That's funny. It's not as much damage per turn, but it's basically you press a button and you win. You know what I mean? Plus, you do need the Infinity Dragon to get the best ending. Smite? Yeah, I've heard of Smite. Nina's level 31. Alright, this is what we really need. Wait, did that also recover magic? Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. Really? I've heard of it, but I wasn't aware of that. All your base are belong to us. Stone helmet, I don't care. Alright, so what you want to do is actually walk this way. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Okay. Yeah, we got to deal with invisible floors, but it's not that bad, really. Ba ba ba. All right, we got another Pincher X slam. So what did they put in there? Kali and other Hindu gods are playable characters. Is that a diss, though? I mean, Kali being a character in a video game is nothing new. You're right. Google Translate is constantly improving itself. Remember Babelfish? Oh, they did that. That's kind of whack. Alright, we got some nice titties here. For those of you who don't get the joke, because it was only Hitomi here when I said it, the guy's called an entity, but I kept saying N-titties. N-titty. And then I said the N stands for nice. Okay, good. Entities. Hey, EB, what's going on? Alright, let me catch you up, EB. I killed the Emperor Zargon. his whole shit collapsed. We meet Ryu's sister Sarah. She's like, it's all over, everything's safe, but we have to destroy the goddess key. She had the 6th key. Ryu gives her the other 5 keys. She's like, ha-ha! And runs off with Judas. They went to Agua and unleashed the goddess Miria. We went to Agua and followed them to the pagoda, which is the dungeon I'm in now, and we just fought Sarah not too long ago, and she's dead. Alright, this was wrong, actually. I'm supposed to go... I need a map. I don't remember the layout of this floor. Let me go to Video Game Atlas real quick. Let's see, hold on. Where's SNES? Where's Super Nintendo? Oh, there it is. Breath of Fire. I don't remember the layout of this fucking dungeon. Where's Pagoda? Let's say it's near the end. So here it is, Pagoda. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Alright, I have the Pagoda map. Yeah, I thought that was too, overpowered. I don't think Ryu represents Shiva. But we were also talking about how in the original Japanese version of the game, the point behind Sarah betraying you was that she had fallen in love with Judas. And that was... And I knew that because of the manga. And I told Hitomi, by the way, in this version, she's under his control. He's got her brainwashed. And she's like, what? That completely changes the motivations. And I'm like, I know. Hey, Manic, Breath of Fire, but what about Breath of Anchovy Breath? That's one dragon I wouldn't fuck with. Where the hell am I? Oh, this way. Okay, we're good. We're good. We got this. Breath of Morning. Oh, dear. That don't sound very good. Ghouls, really? Yeah. Where Tina Belcher at? So that's to catch you up. Hey, bye. Space ghouls, yeah. When I was a kid, I really thought that Zorgon was the last boss. And this kind of blew my mind in a sense. That there was more to the game, you know? Ba 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 ba. And up we go. Mortal Kombat, nice. Yeah, Breath of Fire always had good music. Even though each game has its own feel, you know. This one has a very classic fantasy feel to it. The composer who worked on this is the same composer who worked on Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Breath of Fire 2 has this almost Baroque feel. Breath of Fire 3 is jazzy. Breath of Fire 4 has very Eastern sounds to it. It's interesting. Strong pressure pushes the party down. Oh god, that did look good, didn't it? Ryu, what took you so long? Did your sister give you a hard time? The goddess Miria has been released, and she is mine. I am all-powerful. About that. I'm about to kick your ass. You realize that I have the power of infinity behind me? Yeah, I don't know why they named her Tyr in this, because Tyr is a Norse god and a dude. Miria is the actual name. Wake up, Ryu. Don't leave. And we're back in Dragnier. You're alive. Tyre? Maybe. Your sister asked me to take care of you in my dreams. There's enough room for Tyre, though. I think Woolsey was just being cute by naming her Tyr. When I woke up and walked outside, I found you. 'She's always protecting 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 you. ' You're back. I'm so happy. They also, not only did they cut out the romance between Judas and Sarah, but they also kind of cut out the romance between Ryu and Nina. Like, there's almost no hint towards it. You've been unconscious for 3 days. Your sister brought us here. She saved our lives. I think Woolsey just doesn't like romance. Nina, emergency. Oh, you're back, Ryu. Except in Final Fantasy III, he did a pretty good job with Locke and why can't I think of it? Celis. Jade has resurrected Obelisk. We must stop him. Well, it was a gold city, and you don't have Dees at that point in the game, but yes, I did do that for the money. Everyone is waiting outside. Let's go. He asks specifically for Nina. He's right. Let's go. It pretty much is, yeah. I did know that something so formidable was buried there. Fight for us, and for the sake of your sister. Breath of Fire always had spicy humor in it. The enemy is very powerful, Ryu. It doesn't look good for us, especially in 3. If there is any hope for the future, we are it. Oh, 4 also had the whole fairy shit part, too. It is our responsibility. The part where we have to get a fairy drop, which literally turns out to be a lump of fairy shit. Let's go. Obelisk will move around. It's in Skande right now. Nina can take us there at once. Bum, 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 bum. Is everyone ready? Let's stop Judas. Except we can't actually get into the obelisk just yet. Oh, go there, because I think you have to go there. Oh, really? I haven't played Lunar. That sounds funny. Yeah, you have to get a fairy drop, and there's this whole thing where you meet the fairies, and one of them is like, all right, I'll make one for you, and she goes into the bushes, and you hear her like straining. And then if you talk to Shayus after, he goes, that's a piece of fairy and then he blushes, because Shayus stuttered, which I thought was kind of cool. In the Japanese version of Breath of Fire 4, Shayus actually was a drunk and slurred his words, but they changed it to a stutter, which I think made him way more endearing than him just being constantly drunk off his ass. Oh, right, I had Nina in front. Can't open the door with her in front. Come on, Nina. Alright, so this is Obelisk, which is essentially the final dungeon. We can't actually get in yet. There's a little bit of a side quest we have to do first. There is no entrance. We'll have to dig a hole in order to enter. See, there's... Okay. Don't be an entire bird. Oh, she do be whack. Okay. So, what we gotta do now is... The game is, like, really kind of iffy on giving you direction, but if you know about digging, right? And if you think about it, who digs? The mole people, right? And since they were in Skande, but Skande's now pretty much destroyed, you gotta kind of just assume that they've returned to Greymoor and go to Greymoor. Also, I just want to show you something real quick before I go to Greymoor. Is if you go over in this direction... You could see that Pagoda is wrecked, and that's where you would normally get the Trirang, but I snagged it earlier, so... Alright, Greymoor. It's off in this direction. This is the town of the Mole People, Greymoor. Oh my god, that's funny. What was the joke? I've never played Wordspud. The obelisk wall will be hard to penetrate, even for the Master Digger. Hi, good to see you again. Remember me? I met you in Skande. I still can't believe you got rid of Zog. He was tough. I know you'll beat Judas, just like you beat Zog. Or Zorgon, right. It's like my grandfather always said. Say, you're kind of quiet. Am I boring you? By the way, this guy is actually credited in the game as Talkative Man. No, I'm going to need her in front, actually. He never stops talking. It gives me a headache. Yeah, Judas was the name in the Japanese version. They changed it to Jade. Probably to avoid any biblical references, because back in the day, Nintendo didn't appreciate that. They let Castlevania get away with it, but most other games couldn't. While I was traveling, I lost a town treasure. Now it's at the bottom of the ocean. I don't expect to find it. So basically, that's giving you the hint to talk to people in Prima, but I already know where it is. Because basically, somebody in Prima tells you that there was an old woman who bought it. And we already heard that information, so I'm not going to go back to Prima. If you need a hole dug, you should ask the master digger over there. He lacks a sense of direction, but he digs well. And if you had explored around the whole world when you first let Nina fly, you might have come across an island where there's an old lady that collects weapons, and she's the one that bought the claw. An evil person would take over the world with Obelisk. Our basement will protect us from natural disasters, but not from Obelisk. Genesis does! When it comes to digging, I'm the best. Okay. So basically, you're supposed to be told, what, Jake? You're supposed to basically, now, okay, the hint is to go to Prima. You go to Prima, they tell you the old lady bought the claw. And you're like, wait a minute, I know an old lady that collects weapons. So we're going to go to her place now. She's on a little tiny island somewhere. And if you, that is a very failed joke. Easiest way to find it. If I could, where the hell am I? Oh god, I'm near Dragnir? Really? Okay. God. Hold on. I'm going to show you the easiest way to find it. If you warp over to, Gantz. Yeah, they did a good job with the graphics in this. Wait till you see Breath of Fire 2, though. It's a really cool-looking game for the SNES. And I will absolutely do it on a Friday afternoon stream. Not next. Next is going to be, definitely, I'm doing Doom 64. Alright, so you go over this way to where, remember where this old man lives? And then I think you just go straight north. Here she is. Yeah, well, I'm going to be playing the fan translation. I collect all kinds of weapons. It's a hobby of mine. I'd like to share my hobby. Do you know any other weapon buffs? Okay. Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. So, this is where we got to play a matchmaker between two olds. Alright, so then we come back here to this guy, because he's a weapon buff. Someone who loves weapons like me? How intriguing! I have an idea. Will you take this list from my collection to her? She'll appreciate it. Oh, really? I guess you could do it earlier. It's in one of those boxes. Alright, so... let's see. List. But you could also do this. Herb. And herb. Useless shit. Okay. But we got his list. Basically his collection of weapons list. Yeah, but Jake, when I do Breath of Fire 2, you gotta come by and see the fan translation. Well, his house is kind of a mess. I don't think he matters, right? Yeah, might as well rob the bitch. Nina hands over the list. Another weapon buff. Maybe he will recognize my weapon. Come get it and show it to the old man. So she bought the thing not knowing what it is. It's in the treasure box. I'd like to know what it is. Alright. You have to walk across her bed, too. Take the what's it? The huh? Huh? What? What? Huh? Video games? I remember thinking this part was very amusing as a kid. I still think it's amusing. It's tedious, but I think it's funny. We're playing Matchmaker because Facebook wasn't invented yet. I'm still on my face. Woozle wuzzle? What did you bring? Nina hands over the what's it. Let me check it out. It's unique, but I don't think it's a weapon. Let me study it. I wrote about it in this letter. Nina receives the letter. I'll know the answer by the time you get back. Okay. So now we bring the letter to her. Yeah, I guess you could technically do this at any point after you've heard about the claw in Prima and you have Nina as a flying character. So, what's the answer? Nina hands over the letter. It says it's not a weapon. It's a tool for the mole people. Well, if it's not a weapon, I'm not interested. Do me a favor and bring this to the old man. The letter is given to Nina. Alright. It's the Bird Express. Fastest mail out there. Back already? I have good news. I found that it was a tool for the mole people called the Iron Claw. Nina hands over a letter. A letter for me? The Iron Claw, go ahead and take it. Nina receives the Iron Claw. It says ASL. Well, if you talk to... You're done, but if you talk to him again, he says, yeah. So, tell me about this woman. Is she pretty? Technically, it could be a weapon. Well, if you think about it, anything could be a weapon, right? A spoon could be a weapon. Alright, so we have the Iron Claw. All we gotta do now is head to the obelisk and finish this. Toonland. Yeah. Age, sex, location. God, I remember that. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wait, no, you don't go here. Damn it. He does... I just remembered. I gotta go to Greymore. Because Mogo doesn't know how to use the damn thing yet. Excuse you. Whoa, Gibbs, chill. You silly popper. Yeah. I have the Iron Claw, but Mogo has to be taught how to use it. Which means I gotta go to Greymore. I mean, yeah, technically anything could be a weapon, right? There's a Gibbsy Noodle. Wait a minute. Did y'all hear that? It was playing the obelisk theme when I landed. Now it's not doing it. That was weird. That was a weird glitch. It was playing the obelisk theme. Alright, I need you to be in the front. I know, right? You found the Iron Claw. Good work. I'll show you how to use it, Mogu. Watch closely. I still say 90s Capcom was the best Capcom. Which Dragon Age was that? It's like that. Got it? Here, you try it. How am I doing? What are you, Ed Koch Origins? I'm trying to think of where in Dragon Age Origins there's even that sound. Yeah, it's warm here. Oh, that's right, in Orzammar. Mogu learns how to use the Iron Claw. Remember, it's old, so you'll only be able to use it once. A BioWare game with a glitch? No. Alright. Alright, put Nina back in front. Now we can go do Obelisk. Why am I going in here? I guess to save it. Taints are gonna be kicked today, so watch all Taints chuds, cause he be's on loose. They got that testosterone juice. Yeah. Alright. You like my song? Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Bum, 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 bum. Technically, it's the dragon theme, but there is no entrance. We'll have to dig a hole in order to enter. Yep. So we put Mogu in front. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Boom. Bum, bum. All right. Let's fix the party lineup. So, Ryu. And we want you. Bum, 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 bum. I can close that map. We no longer need that. I don't think I need a map of Obelisk. It's pretty straightforward, to be honest, but, you know. So, we don't need that. Okay. If I remember correctly, you want to go to this one. Bum. Alright. Ooh, look at this motherfucker. Blaze X. Slam! Oh, well, he's dead. That's fine. Okay, Moogle. Well, you got something going on? Oh, I forgot how dangerous this guy actually is. To be honest, I really probably shouldn't be fighting any enemies in this place. Because, holy shit. Oh. Well, you could just tell it no. You know what I mean? When it's like... Usually, when you schedule an update like that, and it won't do it if you're actually using the computer. Ugh. Like, part of me wants to just put Mogu in front and just run from every battle, but that's less fun. Besides, I'd like Ryu to gain at least 1 or 2 more levels. Because, I'll tell you why. As soon as I use my last teardrop here. Okay, hopefully I don't need any more of those. I'll tell you why, because the Infinity Dragon costs 60 and he has 118. And there's a point where you need to use it twice in a row, so it would be nice to have 120 ability points. What version of Windows are you using? What are you talking about? Are you not on Windows 10? Because if you're not on Windows 10, you really should upgrade to Windows 10. It's not safe to be using older operating systems. You're on 10? Don't worry about it. You can set it to update when you're not using the computer, like give it like a nighttime, like in the middle of the night or whatever, and just leave your computer on and it'll update. But you know, honestly, Moogle, I did Windows Update yesterday, and it only took me like 5 minutes. It's not a big update, unless you've been putting off a lot of updates for a long time. Because there was an update a few days ago, and there was one yesterday, and they both were like real quick. I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's not the big deal. Alright, making good progress. Ba-da-ba-ba. Like I said, this area is pretty straightforward. There's Goda. Now look at how he looks there. That's what he looked like when we last saw Goda. But the next time we see him, which is very shortly after this, he's completely different looking. It's so weird how from one scene to the next, his entire look changes. Like, instead of looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, he looks like Stone Man. Oh god, that's awful. That would piss me off. I think this is a weapon for Builder, right? Yep, the Flame Hammer. Actually, that might not even be any good. He has the Spine Hammer. Let me look. It raises his speed. It's exactly the same, but it raises his speed slightly. Yeah. I don't know why. I skipped getting the Infinity +1 weapons for everybody because it's so tedious to do so. Except for Ryu. Ryu's ultimate weapon is coming up soon. Except I'm never going to use it. Alright. Now we're back here, right? Yeah. Alright, so now... all that was to get the Flame Hammer. That was literally just to get the Flame Hammer. Why? Why would you use Nina here? Any particular reason? Just wondering, you know? Okay, so now what we want to do is... hold on. If I remember correctly, I think you just go over here and go back down. I don't really want to fight that guy. Alright. And go back down. Seems counterintuitive, but this is what you have to do. Oh, Ox is fantastic. Really? Oh my god, a Warlock and a fucking Dark Knight or whatever it's called? Yeah, not even an entity, but a Dark Knight. More like Dork Knight. Card is level 28. Hold on. I have AP replenishing items, though, don't I? Let me look. I'm sure I have acorns or something. I have 8 acorns. 9 acorns. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, it's weird like that. At least it's easier than Breath of Fire 2's final dungeon. The Infinity in Breath of Fire 2, one of the worst dungeons in terms of difficulty. It's so hard. It's so long that there's a city in the middle of it. Like, they literally put the Lost City of Dragnier in the middle of the final dungeon. And there's a lot of story that happens there, of course, but... Yep, that's exactly what I just said, but yeah, it's brutal. I think my favorite Breath of Fire final dungeon has got to be in 3, the fucking Orbital Station Myria. Oh, deploy the card. Did you hear the little song I sang, UEB? I'm not going to let you interfere with Emperor Judas. I'll stop you if you try. Come on, I'm going over here now. So you gotta follow him. The next time we see Goda, which will be very soon. Oh, it's a shame. I wish I remember how I... Maybe somebody can go back and clip it or something. We're about to fight Goda, and he's gonna look completely different. Watch this shit. It's so weird. I'm giving you a warning. Ignore my warnings and face the consequence. I'm a completely different dude now. Your journey has come to an end. Accept your defeat. Michael Squirrel. I've never heard of it. So, he's literally Stone Man from Mega Man 5. God, am I even gonna bother with the Infinity Dragon? I think I am. Just because it's an easy win. What? It might be a point of no return. I never tried to return after that. Auto battle. He's got a lot of health. Not a lot of defense, which is why it's good to do this. It's guaranteed 999. What sucks is that the Infinity Dragon can crit, but you can never do more than 999 in this game, so you'll see that crit notification and be like, wow, that's great. I got a 0% raise in my attack there. Yeah, exactly. Deploy the Carl. His Ryu's defense is literally all 8 characters' defense add together, so it's like maxed out at this point. But you do need this dragon form to get the best ending. You don't need to use it to defeat the last boss. No effect. But you do need to... Well, you need to use it once. On the last boss. The last boss has 3 forms. The first form is like a scripted battle. It ends after like a little while. The second form is the final boss, unless you use this. Once you attack her with it once, there's some story, and then it goes into the third form. And once you get to the third form, you're locked into the good ending, and you can beat her any way you want. So you technically don't have to use this to beat the final boss, but you need it to unlock the final boss. It's weird the way that works. Deploy the Carl. I love saying the word Carl, like the name Carl, like as if it has 2 syllables. Carl. Carl. Oh, it's all fun and games with old Carl. And he's dead. Be able to reach this level 26. How did you beat me? This can't be! No, my dick! Alright. Alright, I just need to acorn him up. Okay, we're good. Amelia, get to the chopper! Get to the chopper, Gibbsy Noodle! You don't jump, man. I gotta go pee. He knows I'm gonna pee. He knows I'm gonna pee. How do you have the Kong in your mouth and still manage to bark? That's honestly very impressive. BRB, guys, I gotta pee real quick. Oh my god. Gibbsy Noodle, chill out. Listen, chill. Let off some steam. I'll be right back, guys. Pee power. Why do you have my pillow? Excuse you, mister. You got your own shit. Stop fucking with my shit. Take your own shit. Gives it his fucking feet off. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Let's go over here. That's hella channel points. Nice. Okay, this you have 4 directions. It doesn't matter which direction you go in. They lead to identical rooms. So just pick a direction you like and go that way. Gibbs to the chopper. Gibbs is full of energy today. So no matter what, you wind up in a room that looks exactly like this. At this point, I believe there's stronger enemies here too. But it's a very, very, very linear path. Oh, look who it is. It's my friend Ruga. No, but I mean especially today. He's really full of energy. I'm definitely going to have to exercise him later. Although, I don't know. I mean, Nathan's coming over. I think it might have something to do with that. It has been very warm out, and I also yesterday cleared all the remaining snow and poop and everything off of the deck, and I think he wants to go out there and run around. Okay, Ryu's level 28. And I got a cure. Does that give him enough ability points to do Infinity twice? Yes, it does. Okay, level 28 is a pretty good baseline for this. Now I don't have to worry about restoring ability points in the last battle. Literally, the only thing I have to do is, like, when he gets low in health, just use either a cure or a melon, and I have plenty of both of those. Got a claw. Looks like we're going to be finishing this pretty early. I might actually just roll right into Doom 64 today. No, see, the thing is, like, Gibbs will jump on Nathan. And Nathan's a little scared of Gibbs because a while back, Gibbs jumped at him and cut him with his claw. Like, he went like that, trying to play with Nathan, and it gave him like a cut on his side. And he likes Gibbs, but he is very extremely cautious around him. So Gibbs is actually not allowed to play with Nathan until he calms down. Like, I have to hold him down for a while and let Nathan pet him. You know, and he's always trying to jump, you know, because he's still like a puppy in his head. So, yeah. There was also that time that Gibbs... This actually happened on stream, too. It was pretty awful. Because Nathan and Bobby were in here, and Gibbs jumped on Bobby, and he didn't hurt Bobby, but he knocked Bobby to the side, and then it was like a domino effect. Gibbs smacks Bobby with his paws, pushes Bobby into Nathan. Nathan gets pushed into the wall and clunked his head on the wall. So. But the other reason that I don't want them playing other than that is that, you know, because Gibbs doesn't realize how big he is, and that he has to be careful around little kids, and he needs to calm his ass down, is that Nathan has been really shitty lately. And he's actually grounded for like an entire month. And he hasn't improved since being grounded. He's been a real shit. So he's not coming over here as a treat. You know, he's coming over here because we need to watch him for a few hours. Oh god, a freaking golem. You don't see this guy too often. He's kind of a cool enemy. By the way, there's actually an enemy that's like a gold version of the Slime X that you'll see him in the credits. During the credits, it shows off a whole bunch of enemy sprites, and it shows the gold Slime X, like, and I remember thinking, where do you see that in the game? And there's actually only one point where you can run into that guy. Yeah, he's 6. He just turned 6. So anyway, yeah, he's been a real shit lately about school stuff, you know, just refusing to do his schoolwork, and they caught him cheating on a test, you know, some other things. But anyway, shit, what was I saying? Oh, okay, so I'm not going to do it because it's very tedious, but I'll explain. It's coming up fairly soon where you can run into that enemy. All right, Manila's level 30. So yeah, I was thinking, like, after I beat this, which is coming up, I might just roll right into Doom 64 because we'll have plenty of stream time left. Why not, right? Because that's what's going to be next week. And Doom 64 is going to be several streams as it is. And I love that game. Such a cool game. I'm obviously going to be playing the PC version. Alright, this is Judas. You've kept up with me in spite of the odds. Well done. If you switch to my side, I could give you a town or two. What do you say, Ryu? Want to join? So if you say yes, basically you're locked in your spot where you are, and you can't move. And you just wait. And eventually he's like, I'm bored, fight this enemy. And he'll sick some weak enemy on you. And then it'll continue to do that until you run into that gold slime monster, the golden slime X. I forget what it's called. It might be Golem X. But anyway, every time you try to move, he asks you if you've changed your mind, and then it acts as if you said no here. You know what? Fuck, let's do it. Of course, you know it's best for you. Let me speed it up a little bit, though. Hey, Ryu, I fucked your sister. You're boring, Ryu. Entertain me. So he sicks a dark flea on you. Very boring, right? I'll show you the enemy. Why not? We got plenty of time. That wasn't bad. All right, let me speed it up. It takes a long time. That's why I'm using the... That's why I'm using fast forward. All right, so then he sicks a fucking crab on you, which is not exactly a threat. But it used to drive me crazy as a kid that there was this enemy that you would see in the end credits that I never found in the game. And it was years later when I found out about doing this. So it's a flower. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? This guy was actually a boss. Get clapped. And you're dead. Alright. Come on. Show me the slime. Oh, that's a regular gold slime. That's not what I'm talking about. It's a really big version of that. Come on. This might be it. There he is. What's he called? He's called Master Slime. So this is the only time you can run into this guy. And then if you beat him and you continue to just sit there, it loops around to the Dark Flea. It's a way to gain levels, though, because I believe this guy gives you a pretty good amount of experience points. He was such a pansy. Yeah, look at that. 9,999 experience and gold. So if you want to gain a few levels, this is a way to do it. I am in charge now. Don't even breathe unless I say it's okay, because I tried to move. What's the matter? Change your mind? Yes. That's too bad. Now he acts like as if you said no. All right, here's Jade. He's got a face made out of balls. Or Judas, rather. Let's turn into the Infinity Dragon. Yeah, but he also doesn't have that obscenely high defense like a Metal Slime would have. But that's the only point in the game. Yeah, I don't know what Sarah saw in him. At least her dragon form is kind of pretty for a dragon, right? This is going to take a while. He's got a lot of health. He's not hard, though. Even if you fight him without the Infinity Dragon, he's easy in the sense that his attacks are very weak. He just... It's a marathon, not a sprint. Hold on, I'll get a picture of it for you. I don't have the sprite, but I have the official artwork. I'll show you that. That's the official artwork from Capcom. Oh, no, Windows Media Player. I'm not trying to open you. There we go. Bah. The sprite's basically that. Just pixelated. Yeah, she's a cool design. Wait until you see Miria. She's coming. Miria is so gross, her true form. And it's like... You fight her again in Breath of Fire 3... And she's not nearly as gross. She's actually really pretty for the final battle, but then she does this attack called Holocaust, and her face melts off, and there's this gaping hole where her face was, and lightning shoots out of it. It's so horrifying to see. And then there's this other thing where her stomach explodes, and, like, tentacles come out of it. They really did a lot of cool stuff in the PlayStation games. So she's pretty until she attacks you. Alright, I'm gonna heal. Oh, face made of balls. Maybe that's what Sarah saw in him. He's just a giant mass of testicles from, like, at least 3 different creatures. I think I've heard of that anime. So luckily when I was a kid, I knew he wasn't the final boss, because at this point, I had gotten stuck and I called Squaresoft about it. I called their number, and I was like, because Capcom didn't have a number, but Square helped work on this game. And what's funny is that Square was even offering help with Breath of Fire 2, even though they had nothing to do with it. Yep. You know what the Dragon Clan's actual name is? The Brood. Jade grinned fearlessly. How does he grin? He ain't even got a mouth. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I never mentioned this, that shock is an instant kill, right? So, believe it or not, Ryu actually has a weakness to instant death in this, where it almost always hits him, whereas with any other character, it's a crapshoot. Except that when you merge with other characters, you gain their resistances, so that's why it won't hit him when he's in the Infinity Dragon form. Palm trees and 8, yep. Nina reaches level 32. Ha! Are you happy now that you've beaten me? Don't let it get to your head. You didn't really defeat me. It was my destiny to lose. I knew it when I released the goddess. Enjoy meeting Miria, the goddess of destruction. Alright, so if you come over here, you can get the Empor sword, which is actually the Goo King sword. And it's the best weapon in the game if you choose to not be a dragon. Look at that. Opposed to the Trirang, from 273 to 378. It's plus 105 over the Trirang, which is the second best enemy. It's my destiny to be a loser. Alright, let me just fill him up with magic. Ha! I win! I know, Gibbsy, I know. I fucked your sister, Ryu. Alright, here we are. Stop, Gibbs. Stop. Get off me. There's Miria. What do you want? Did you come here to have a wish granted? Now, if you tell her yes, she heals you. Go ahead, ask me for anything. Money? Power? Should I heal your wounds? Alright. What do you want? Did you come here to have a wish granted? No. You didn't come for a wish? Then why are you here? Why do you have your sword out? Are you ready to fight? Alright, first form is just a scripted battle. Yeah, they hadn't quite worked out that Dees and Miria are sisters until the third game. She won't attack. Like I said, this is a scripted battle. You just keep hitting her until she talks to you again. I feel like it should have stopped already. I might have to get her down to no health. Oh, there we go. I haven't done anything. Don't hurt me. I'll do anything for you. Please be my friend. Nope. Why are you treating me like this? But remember that she was sealed away too. I'll do anything for you. Please be my friend. Oh, you gotta say yes. That's right. Let's be friends. And then Sarah appears. Ryu, use the magic of infinity. She'll reveal her true self. I am not. Obviously, Sarah said something different in Japanese. I've done nothing. She'll fool you with her innocent looks. She's evil, but she'll hide it. Don't be fooled. Second form. So this is actually the last boss. If you kill her here, you get the bad ending. So what you have to do is use this. And as soon as you hit her with it once, she'll immediately go into the final form. And then once you do that, you're locked into the good ending. I wish they found a way to put a character named Dees in Breath of Fire 5. You only have to hit her once. You can't challenge me to a fight. You're only humans. I'll destroy you all. I don't believe this. Alright, here we go. Bomb. Woo, come give us a kiss. Alright, you don't have to use infinity here, but it makes it a lot easier. I fucked Judas. Goodbye. We did ass to mouth. By the way, you know how many people, like when Clerks 2 came out and there was the whole thing about you never go ass to mouth? You know how many people thought that meant licking booty pipe? That is not what ass to mouth means. I remember somebody's like, what's wrong with licking booty pipe? People do that all the time. And I'm like, that's not what ass to mouth means. And they're like, yes, it is. Like, no. Goddess is intrigued. And I had to explain what ass to mouth meant. I did not enjoy explaining it. It has nothing to do with putting a mouth on an ass. It has everything to do with putting something in an ass and then in a mouth. Which is why you don't do that, because ew. She's got a lot of health, so I will have to heal probably twice. She likes that comet spell. Four dick snakes. Ah. By the way, the final boss of the next game is implied to be her son, and he also has dick snakes. Alright, let me heal. I'll probably have to do twice. Let's see. His dick snakes are more dick-like and less snake-like, though. I mean, I guess it'll come up more in the fan translation, maybe, but I believe Evans is Miryu's child. Yeah, they're an inherited trait. And then in Breath of Fire 3, she's the final boss again, but no dick snakes. Of course, Breath of Fire 4 didn't have either of them in it. Like, Miria had no part in Breath of Fire 4. Like, if you think about it, essentially Ryu was the final boss, in a way. Because it's all about Ryu being split into two people. That one, you guys will see it at one point or another. I'll do Breath of Fire 4. Probably not for a while, but... 4 had my favorite story out of all of them. Although Breath of Fire 5's story was shockingly good when you really get into it. I mean, it comes off as a basic takedown of, you know, hyper-industrialism, but also at the same time, it has a lot of things to say about genetics and playing God and the class system, you know? But I haven't even done Breath of Fire 5 on YouTube. I mean, I have done it, but I haven't put it up yet. You guys will see that on YouTube. I don't think I'll have to heal again. Ryu the lion dragon. Ryu the lion, ox, angel, fish dragon. With deer antlers and bird feet. And a dragon tail. Does Carl still have the googly eyes and mole claws? Well, you don't see him, but yeah, he does have those. You see it when he transforms, but not in the back sprite. Yeah, biblical angels were described as like a wheel made out of eyes that are on fire. Or usually it was something to do with eyes, or a single eye emblazoned in several halos, or, you know, things like that. But they would also take human forms, human-esque forms to talk to people, because seeing an angel in its true form would supposedly drive you insane, and we win. You can't win, humans. This is only temporary. See you in Breath of Fire 3, bitch. Well, the shaman powers in Breath of Fire 2 were really unique because they were... like, each character had their own shamanized forms, you know? $4. I don't know. I'm not going to do a whole lot of shamanization in Breath of Fire 2. I'll probably shamanize Nina and Kat. But then again, like, I don't use Nina that much. Because once you get Dees, Nina's, like, useless. But Kat is never useless. Kat is the best character in the game other than Ryu. Well, where were they going to go? Yeah, fear not. Easy for you to say? I'm proud of you, Ryu. You turned the tables on the goddess of destruction. You and your companions completed the mission of the legendary warriors. This is the beginning of a new legend. I have watched you succeed, so I have no regrets in leaving you. Wait, it's the only time Ryu really speaks in the story, other than like a few times where you can have characters talk to him. Goodbye, Ryu. You've made me proud. You are a true warrior. She should have said Dragon Warrior, but okay, because that's the subtitle of the game. And here's Ladon, the dragon god. You have done well. I'll remember that you saved the world. This is the beginning of a new legend. It's finally over. It's about time. There is still much work for you. You must help those who lost much during the war. Can we take a break? A real hero doesn't quit until the job is done. By the way, another thing that was cut out is that it's heavily implied, both in the Japanese version and the manga, that Gary and Karn are actually a couple. They cut that right out of the American release. We're making history. We'll all be legends someday. Yeah, especially you, Nina. I've played Breath of Fire too. These two right here. These two. They're a couple. They're like RPG's first gay couple, if you think about it. They just cut all the romance out of the American release. Like Nina and Ryu, Judas and Sarah, and Gary and Karn. That's right. Oh, don't forget, you still owe me money. Again with the money. Is he worthy of hero status? Let's go. Nina, we should return to the castle. The king is waiting. There's still a lot of work left to be done. Tell the king that I'll return when I'm damn good and ready. Manilo's still trying to pretend that his only motivation is greed. Ugh, Moogle. Jesus. Can we all agree that Moogle has definitely tasted kibbles and bits at one point? Probably didn't enjoy it, but definitely tried it. He's like, need salt. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what, yeah. So, I hope it shows all the characters going back to their people in reverse order. See Mogu, and then Dees. How so, Jake? How so? And Manilo? No, Link and Zelda are very much two different characters. He goes back to his shop. If you say so. Jokes are usually funny. And Karn. I never met anybody who called Link Zelda, to be honest. I've seen people call Samus Metroid, but... Ba, 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 ba. First gay character in a video game? I don't know, to be honest. It might have been one of those shitty enemies in, like, Vendetta or something, you know? That were, like, basically stereotype, like, leather gay guys, you know what I'm talking about? I think Metroid's a very cool guy. He shoots the aliens and doesn't afraid of anything. Oh my god. I wonder if there's anybody that has recordings of those old broadcast satellite messages for the Super Famicom. I mean, they'd be in Japanese, but it would be interesting to hear it. Poison's definitely the first. No, actually, it would be Birdo. Birdo would be the first transgender character in video games. Even though Japan tried to pretend she wasn't for a long time. They've since embraced it. Breath of Fire. English version. I actually really like this ending. It's just cute. Director. See, there's that guy. Ted Woolsey. Hi, Gibbsy Noodle. I love that you see these enemies and backgrounds you'd never see them on. Coordinator. It's way better ending than Ni no Kuni. James Gillis. Translation. Kay Brandjord. As if the game wasn't letterboxed enough. Look at this ending. R. Yamaji. I mean, I cut out the letterbox for the majority of the game, but this part is very letterboxed. Y. Oremo. Ted Woolsey. There's Sarah's sprite. You don't fight her on top of a castle. Editor. Writers. George Sinfield. Nathan Williams. Charlie Wilson. Graphics Evaluator. I do like that they show off all the cool sprites, though. Nathan Williams. Names! I've never played D&D, no. Special thanks to... I'd try it out, but I just never have. Rich Silviera. T. Hori. Wonder if there's any relation to Yuji Hori. J. Yanagihara. Bo Folsom. It's true, yeah. Y. Kawano. Yeah, because in Japan they always say the first name. The first name is the family name. M. Takamura. Barrel Baba Booey. I just did your voice too. E. Takahashi. We finished. We're about to play. What do you call it? Doom 64, and all the folks at Capcom Japan, and you. Hey, Baba Booey. Thanks for playing. I think Metroid's a very cool guy. He shoots the aliens and doesn't afraid of anything. And you the pill bug. Ah, such a cool game. I don't think there's anything else to do. You just sit at the end screen. So, get off of me, you. Rude dog. Oh, you can get down. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know what you're jumping on me. Yes, exactly. All right, so give me a moment here. I'm going to set it up, and we're going to play Doom 64. I have it installed, but I got to set up a scene real quick. Gibbs, come on, man. All right, one moment. I got to get rid of this. Well, we're not going anywhere, Jake. What do you mean, see you guys? Are you leaving? Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. So just give me one moment, and I'll set